Hey, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Real Pro Fridays. And I'm your host, Sean Wilson, sales manager, New American Funding. And wow, we have a fantastic guest today. A fantastic. But before we bring her up, I just wanted to kind of remind everybody why we do Real Pro Fridays, why we even bother with this. Every single Friday. The reason is we're trying to interview industry professionals to learn what has made them successful and to gain their insights and wisdom about all aspects of the buying and selling process. So you, Mr. Homeowner, you, Mr. and Mrs. Home Buyer, will enjoy an amazing home buying and home selling experience. That's why we do that. And who am I? Who am I in the big scheme of things? So let me just bring this up. My name is Sean Wilson, as I said before, and I'm a regular guy. I've been in the mortgage business for almost 15 years. It'll be 15 years in September. And I'm a family man, been married for 23 years now. I have a fantastic family. We homeschool our kids. I'm a musician. I love performance tuning cars, and just kind of enjoying life, just like all of you. And so that's who I am. That's who's coming to you today. And so, if you have not already done so, here's what I want you to do. Here's what I want you to do. What I want you to do is go to this website right here. Go to this link. I'm going to bring it up. Go to that link really quickly. Take a snapshot of that. Why do I want you to do that? The reason I want you to go there is because we have free giveaways that we're going to give away today. In order for us to be able to get them in your hands, we need to know who you are and where to send them. So we need your email address so that we can send you the freebies that we're going to be talking about today. So, with no further ado, I'm going to bring to the stage none other than the famous, all around the DMV, the famous Miss Britney Butler.
Hello.
Yay.
That was like an awesome
How are
introduction.
you?
I appreciate it. I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. First of all, I want to say thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedule to join me on Real Pro Fridays. And thank you for agreeing. And when you agreed, I was like, oh man, we got a powerhouse getting ready to come to the show today. So thank you so much for
Absolutely.
joining.
You're so welcome. Thanks for the invite.
Absolutely. So, Brittany, who is Brittany Butler? Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Who am I? Just a small girl from New Jersey. Been in Maryland for about 6 years now. Been in real estate for a little over 5. Have a background in law enforcement. I've been in law enforcement career for 8 years.
What?
Um,
Really?
yeah, but real estate's my passion and I love it. And it, when you find something in life where you can wake up and conduct work, but it doesn't feel like work, that's how you know that you found what you're here to do.
Outstanding.
So this is
Outstanding.
it.
Law enforcement. Wow. What made you get into law enforcement?
I've always wanted to be in law enforcement career as a kid.
Hmm.
Don't really have like a whole sob story why, just something I wanted to do and I did it.
Nice.
And then I found real estate and fell in love. So that's the end of that.
That's the end of that. I know that is right. That is fantastic. So we're glad that you've joined the industry. I think the industry is better off because you're in it. So thank you for doing that. And so I know we were talking before that you have a specific process that you engage your home buyers in and your sellers in. And so if you kind of have to think really quickly, um, and I have a list here. I'm gonna show the list really quick. So you have documented like the top 10 of what you let me see if I can zoom in. I don't know if you guys can see this at all. Let's see if we can zoom in on that. This is Brittany's top 10. And so she has so much more wisdom, but she narrowed it down in these categories. And if you had to pick 3 of them, what would you say would be like your top pieces of information that you would talk to your home buyers about?
So for my home buyers, I would definitely say find someone who's knowledgeable of the market. Find an agent that you work well with. Not every agent is for every person, and it's okay. And then also make sure that you're receiving the adequate amount of knowledge and education that you need. No one should ever give you a piece of paper and just tell you to sign it because this is part of the process. They should explain to you what that piece of paper is, and how it can impact you, and if it does not benefit you. Just make sure they're able to explain that and for you to understand. Don't just sign
Right.
anything.
Don't just sign anything. Okay. Cool. Cool. What else?
Um,
Run us through them.
uh,
Run us through some of the three. You want me to throw them on the screen again, or you just want to kind of take it from the dome?
well, I kind of did too. So, make sure you find an agent that you work with and make sure that the agent is knowledgeable, and make sure that no one is giving you just paper to say sign because it's part of the process. Make sure they're explaining what that process is. I'm very
Right.
big on education. And so I go through a buyer consultation with all of my clients as well as my sellers. And I explain to them the process from beginning to end. Right. And I think it's very important that the buyer should be aware of the nuances of the transaction because it can get a little sticky sometimes. It can be a little trying or frustrating. And then there's a lot of anxiety or sometimes apprehension that can go into it too. So you want to be able to work with someone who can ease you through that process and make it manageable.
Nice.
So
Nice. Let me ask you this. So you mentioned it can be uneasy or some challenges. You have a you have an instance. We'll keep them anonymous, but just the you have a story that comes to mind that
you mean
kind
the
of
story
switched.
that I was just telling you about?
Oh, yes, yes, yes. That story right there. Yeah. So talk to us about
Yeah.
that as much as you're able to share.
Um so right before this call, I was ready to pull my hair out, but that is real estate if you understand it and you know it. I had a deadline of 2 o'clock to get an offer in for a client, and nothing is ever cut and dry in real estate. And every transaction is different. In this particular transaction, my buyer is using a specific program. So for
Gotcha.
this program to go through, there were a lot of nuances behind the scenes that had to be done. And
Hmm.
literally, I submitted that offer at 159, literally
Wow.
today. So we
Wow.
made the
You're
cutoff.
nice.
We
Congratulations
made the
on that.
cutoff. Yeah, it was a little trying. It was a little trying, but I speak on that to say that's part of the business, right? And um, I wasn't taking no for answers. I literally was calling, emailing. We're going to get this offer in today, and you guys need to be on your job. So yes.
Well, congratulations. Way to troubleshoot and get that offer in. Way to represent your client, and so that you set them on the road to be a happy home owner. So, congratulations
Yes.
on that. So,
Thanks.
everyone, you must reach out to this young lady. As you can hear, she's a troubleshooter. She'll fight for you to make sure that your deal gets in. So, give her a call. There's her number right there on the screen, 202-251-6935. You definitely want to give her a call today and talk to her about your situation, talk to her about your scenario, and that kind of thing, so that she can consult with you about what you need to do next. So she's a powerhouse. I told y'all she's a powerhouse. Don't mess with her. That's what- and listen, we want to put some information in your hand. Take a screenshot really quick. Look at that link. Take a screenshot. That's going to be up and active until 12:59 on tomorrow. So you want to take a screenshot of that because the freebies we're going to give away is the top 10 seller advice, top 10 home buyer advice. We want to put that into your hand to help make your journey towards home ownership or selling your home um, enjoyable, outstanding. And so tell me what made you get into what caused you to get into or choose real estate as a career? I know you touched on it a
So
little bit earlier.
yeah, I've always been. So when I initially looked into real estate and started to toy with the idea, it was always on the investing side. Like, oh, I can purchase this property, and I just have a vision for what I
Mhm.
see. I remember
Nice.
walking down the street when I used to live in Richmond, Virginia. downtown, and I could just envision certain properties looking a certain way. And then also in telling, uplifting the community in that way too.
Mhm.
So that's where it started.
Nice, nice. And what attracted you to the brokerage you're currently with? What about them that say, wait a minute, let me bring my expertise over to them? Who are they, first of all,
Who
and
are
and
they?
what?
So I am currently with Berkshire Hathaway Homesale Realty. Berkshire Hathaway is known for their luxury market and their international presence. And so I joined because those are my two niche markets,
Nice.
would be luxury real estate and international real estate. I am actually secretary for the local international chapter of, like, it's called FIAPSI. And we have a DC local chapter, and I'm actually
Nice.
secretary on that board. So it kind
Hmm.
of just went hand in hand with what I love to do and what my niche is in real estate. But I service all clients, but those are my specialties.
Specialty. Awesome. So to continue that conversation, we also had a conversation about your sellers and some of the things that you do with your sellers. Right now, it is a seller's market. And so I know there's some wisdoms that you kind of share. Some of them may or may not apply now because their houses are flying off the shelf. But we have inventory, and you can speak to that inventory that needs work, that are not, may not be livable right now. I had a client call me today. She found a house, a beautiful home and Bowie. And when she showed me the inside of the inside, it's totally gutted. From the outside, it looks perfect. Inside, totally gutted. So we talked about, renovation loan options and things like that. So talk to us about your seller. And I know in this particular market, it may not apply as much, but this market is not going to last forever. And so we
Correct.
wisdom. So talk to us. What's your top 10? What's at the top? Inside, outside? Talk to us about that.
So for my sellers, if you are selling, definitely consider staging. And there is a misconception about staging. If it's suggested to you, that doesn't mean we are clearing out all of your furniture and displacing it elsewhere. We simply can use what you have just by repositioning it.
Mhm.
When someone walks through your home that you're selling, you want them to be able to envision their self there.
Mhm.
And so just staging it gives a different angle and a view
Mhm.
so your home could sell quickly as possible. Another thing would be your curb appeal. That's definitely, like, if you do nothing else, I really feel as though you should do that, because that's the first thing people see when they arrive to your property, right? And those are the pictures that are put on our database MLS system. And so you want people to pull up to the property, like what they see, because the grass is cut, the bushes are trimmed. You may need to even add some paint, or change a light bulb that has been dead for some time, just little things. And then they walk in a house and you want them to be able to envision themselves in that house. So then that's when staging comes into play as well. And a third thing would be definitely decluttering your home. Um, no one wants to walk through clutter. No one can think in clutter. Most people can't. And so it's important that, you know, I know in some situations the sellers may be still moving out, which is fine.
Mhm.
But you
Mhm.
just put things in an orderly fashion. If you have boxes, align them on the wall. Make sure your floors are broom swept and there's no, like, crumbs. Take out the trash so there's no smells. Um, so those are like the top three things that would definitely help sell your property.
Great, great. So question for you. So um definitely a curb appeal because I drive through some homes, or when I do open houses with when I used to during the pandemic, there was no open houses. Houses are flying off the market. Um, but during that time when I was in the home with the real estate agent, I would come up and I would just see weeds and bushes uncut and stuff like that. And I'm thinking, okay, wait a minute, if I was buying this house, how would I feel if I drive up to this house and I saw this? Have you ever had a instance where you're either you're with a buyer and you drive up to the house and then when you're like, wait a minute, what kind of impact did that have on your buyer if you had that experience?
I've been on both sides. So, in reference to my buyer, they were kind of turned off a little bit.
Hmm.
But see, that's where a good agent comes in and says, listen, I know it should look this way and it's not, but this is something you can fix, right? So it should
Absolutely.
not be the telltale sign of you saying no to this property if you like it once we
Hmm.
walk through it.
Hmm.
And then on the seller side, I've had people that just didn't think it was necessary. I
Hmm.
mean, you can't make someone do anything. All I can do is
Right.
advise. So,
Advised. Right. Right. Gotcha.
it comes down to it's more beneficial for
Hmm.
curb appeal if you
Hmm.
do it properly. But um, on the buy end, the agent can also kind of just have that conversation to say, I know it does look like this. It may turn you away first thought, first look, but let's go inside and take a look and see if that changes your mind in any way. Because we can
Gotcha.
always cut the grass. I can send someone over there to
Yeah.
mow the lawn. I can send someone over there to trim the
Right.
bushes.
Right.
So
Right.
yeah.
That's good. That's a good service. So you would go ahead out and if for some reason your seller wasn't able to or could not or refused to fix the curb appeal or improve it, so you would go out on your own, your resources, and bring in your team and come and fix it for them.
Yeah, I would. Well, because part of my job is to help you sell your house.
Hmm.
And how that house is marketed also is in turn reputation for my company and how I run my business.
Hmm.
So if we can have an agreement as to how we can get it done, if
Yes.
you necessarily can't get it done, absolutely, I'll call my resources all day.
Nice. That's outstanding. See, listen, y'all. Listen, Mr. Seller. Listen, Mrs. Seller. You need to reach out to Brittany today. Reach out to her today. You just heard her tell you that she's willing to go above and beyond to help you sell your house, even if she has to bring in her resources to improve curb appeal or improve staging. And so you want something like that on your team. Put her number in your phone, lock it in, and let her be your real estate agent for life. Outstanding. Awesome. So I got another question for you real quick. So I got a whole bunch of them. Um, so
You're
I don't
grilling
know,
me today, Sean.
I don't know if you're ready.
Go
So here's
ahead.
one. What is the key thing that you would say that has made you successful in your real estate career?
Um, so three things, right? Being firm, fair, and consistent.
Firm,
Um,
fair, and consistent. Okay,
yes.
tell us a little more. Bring
So
us in. Bring us in.
essentially, how I run my business is consistent. Um, how I attract my clients are consistent. And I can honestly tell you, all of my clients that I've worked with have been amazing,
Mhm,
right?
mhm,
Because you attract people that you want to work with when you are your true authentic self. And
mhm.
so, me just being who I am, I get to attract amazing clients who they get me, I get them, and thus far I've had great success in that. And from that, I've gotten other deals. Um, I definitely have to contribute some of my success to my family, my friends, my faith, and just being driven to make sure that I provide the best service for everyone.
That's amazing. That is definitely amazing. And so I know you do a lot for your community. You mentioned the international organization. If you care to share some more about that, I'm definitely interested. And so, along with this question here, how are you serving, and have you served in your community in the past? And you can include this international organization that you're with as well.
Yeah, so a little bit about FIAPSI. It is an international organization for real estate, all things real estate. You don't just have to be a real estate agent. You can be a landscaper, you can be a lender, architect, anything that touches the realm of real estate, because essentially what it is a networking system, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so when you join networking events and you meet people, you make connections, and then those people want to buy in the areas that you're in, or vice versa. So definitely a great connection. I've done heart walks. I've done community drives where you do sweaters or coats or suits, or just donating things. I know that my last brokerage, we did a food drive. So we donated food to Anne Arundel County Food Bank. And it just makes you feel good. Giving back makes you feel good in general. So those are some of the things that I've done thus far in the community.
Amazing. More to come. That's good stuff. So outstanding. I know people trying to get in. I just want to show my Facebook page. I don't know anyone who is trying to get in. If you want to go to this, find me on Facebook. That's me right there. That's my family that I mentioned at the beginning of the show. If you can go to Facebook, and as soon as you scroll down, you'll see today's show right there. You can click this and join it today.
It's also on my business page that you shared too.
It's on your business page as well? Outstanding. So that's amazing, Britney. Outstanding. So I appreciate you sharing that information. And so lastly, as we get ready to wrap up, last question. Tell us a fun fact that you don't mind sharing about us, saying about you.
I love to cook.
To us.
I love to cook.
Really?
And when I say cook, you name it, I can cook it. I can even
Really?
bake, so that's great too. The only thing I can't do really well, and this is a secret not everyone knows, but I'm gonna be very honest.
Okay.
I haven't mastered cooking turkey wings yet. And I know this may be easy to some, but for me, I haven't mastered it. But everything else is a go.
Everything else is a go. Nice. So what would you say your favorite dish is?
My favorite dish is lasagna.
Okay.
Yeah.
Outstanding.
It's been my favorite since a kid, though. My mom used to make it all the time. And then when I was old enough to learn, I critiqued it a little bit, but it's still good.
Got your own recipe.
I use turkey meat instead of beef, but slight changes.
I understand. So I've been kind of checking out your Facebook page, and I see some videos here on Facebook. Now I know we won't be able to hear any sound, but I'm gonna bring it up so that
You're gonna show them.
We're gonna show you in the kitchen. So she's really telling you the truth, guys. This is her passion. Look at her. She's even showed it on her Facebook page. Not sure what she's cooking here, but she's got all the utensils out. You doing it.
Yeah, that was I was prepping for Thanksgiving. So
nice.
It was collard greens and sweet potatoes for the sweet potato pie, and I was just prepping a salad at the moment. Yeah.
That's good stuff. So I want to thank you so much for taking time to be here on Real Pro Fridays, and it was a joy to learn about you and the things that you do in the community and how you serve your clients. Right? You from what you're saying is that the perception that I get is that you go above and beyond, and so I want to clap it up for you. I don't know if you guys can hear my applause here. So I'm giving her some applause right there. And so any closing thoughts, anything that you would like to share with the audience today that we haven't discussed yet?
Well, no, you want to talk more? Call me today.
Here we go. There it is right there.
Thank you. I want to thank you, Sean, for the invite of allowing me to be on Real Pro Fridays. I definitely enjoyed my time. I hope that everyone who's watching and who tuned in was able to take something away from today's conversation. I look forward to speaking to you guys. If you on the call don't need the service, you know someone who does. So give them a chance to get to know who I am, to see if I'm the best fit for them. Other than that, I want everyone to have a blessed day. I had a great time today. So
Outstanding,
thanks, Sean.
outstanding. So I have your buyer questions here, the things, the top 10, but then I have the QR code. So now
Yes.
if you have a scanning app on your phone, you can scan these QR codes and to get more information from Britney about what she does, about her business. You'll see her on LinkedIn, Instagram, and YouTube if you're a
Yeah.
home buyer. And then also if you are a seller, you want to sell your home and you have your phone, you can scan that QR code as well to get her information about how she can help you. Now, everyone who has registered and we have your information, we're going to send all of these to you in your email. So you're going to get an email within the next 24 hours with this information to help you in your home buying and home selling journey. Outstanding. So thank you so much, Brittany, for taking the time to talk with us today on Real Pro Fridays. And I'll give you back the rest of your day.
Thank you.
Awesome. Have a good day.
Okay. Okay.
Outstanding. So this is our show for today. Hey, listen, I got an announcement I want to make right now. I'm going to give you a really quick blurb. Here's what we're getting ready to do, right? Monthly, we have our From Dream to Reality live stream that's for home buyers and is breaking down the home buying process, how to get pre-approved and that kind of thing. So what we're also going to do, we're going to bring a brand new show to you called Real Talk Tuesdays. It's in development right now, but Real Talk Tuesdays, what that show is going to do is break down all the concepts. We're going to dedicate the show to a different concept so that you can get the ins and out of an FHA loan, a VA loan, a conventional loan, and a USDA loan, renovation loans, new construction, down payment assistance. Why do I need title insurance? What title companies do? What home owners insurance is for? What does it cover? Those kind of things. How to beautify your home. We're going to break all that stuff down on Real Talk Tuesdays, having conversations with professionals in the field of those areas, and we're going to bring that to you live. Also, we're going to be showcasing or at least sharing with you a way to register. So you don't have to register to view it, but you want to register so that we can have your contact information and be able to get this information out to you. All right. So thank you so much for joining, and you have a fantastic rest of your Friday and enjoy your weekend.